Just a day after the bipartisan talks were suspended, Azimio coalition has given the government a 7-day ultimatum to meet the demands. As Shadrach Career now reports, Raila Odinga's coalition has accused the government of ignoring their key demands during the talks. The coalition will convey a way forward on Tuesday next week after the lapse of the 7 days ultimatum to the government, and where they will announce the next course of action.
The Kalonzo Musyoka Command Center in Karen, Nairobi, for an urgent meeting to deliberate on the issues surrounding the talks that has not yielded fruit since its beginning.
We had a meeting here of the Azimio La Umoja One Kenya Coalition Summit. We have deliberated on a number of pertinent issues.
The Azimio leaders accusing the Kenya Kwanza administration of ignoring all its demands during the talks.
Kenya Kwanza has no clear direction on whether the talks should proceed or not. Deliberately, they have no clear direction from Mr. William Ruto on how to proceed. 3, Kenya Kwanza sees the talks as a process of managing the political situation, calming down the political temperatures, and continue with business as usual.
The Azimio leaders accuse the government of taking part in the wrangles within the Jubilee Party as they took swipe at the registrar of political parties under it too.
The destabilization of the Jubilee Party is a do-or-die agenda sponsored by the highest level of Kenya Kwanza leadership, whose aim is to ensure Kenya Kwanza obtains a super majority in parliament and amends the constitution, removes presidential term limits, abolishes devolution, and removes the independence of constitutional commissions and place them as part of the presidency. The registrar of political parties, Mrs. Anne Deritu, must leave office in view of clear manifestations that she has been co-opted into partisan and illegal schemes by Kenya Kwanza to cripple instead of protecting political parties.
The Azimio leaders have issued 7 days ultimatum to the Kenya Kwanza administration to guarantee them the inclusion of all their demands in the bipartisan talks, failure to which the coalition will announce its next course of action on Tuesday.
Our delegation therefore came to the decision that if the interim measures cannot be guaranteed, there would be no need to move into substantive issues. The framework agreement that set up the talks provides for a 7-day suspension of the talks in the event of a stalemate. And our delegation proceeded to invoke this provision. If at the end of the 7 days we will not be able to resume the talks will be considered to have collapsed.
The leaders also accused the government of intimidating and arresting its supporters.
And today, Gaucho, as we speak, was arrested after he made a statement at the Jubilee NDC. From yesterday, he's been in custody. As we leave here, we want to follow up to ensure he's released today. Maina Njenga, just because he came out to support Raila Odinga, he went all the way to Njambini. They tried to arrest him, and from yesterday, they have arrested him. As we speak, he's in Nakuru today trying to get back his freedom.
The Azimio politicians will once again meet on Tuesday, where they will announce their next course of action concerning the bipartisan talks. Reporting for Lookup TV from Nairobi, my name is Shadrach Career.